Hello. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. It is a wonderful, rainy Wednesday. Let me see. Let's see. Thank you for checking in, Weetabix, and thank you for checking. Ah, there goes. I was waiting for it. I didn't know when it was gonna come, but I knew that autoclave was coming soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the wonderful autoclave as always, Ripco. And thank you for checking in. Oh, hi, Josem. Josem? Let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name. But I'm glad you're able to make it to the stream today. Hello, hello. You've had so much wonderful discussion in the Discord lately with chemistry and nuclear chemistry. Josam. 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 Okay. I will remember that. How is everyone doing? Today is, it is been really rainy and gloomy, and I am someone that's very affected by the weather. And so when it's this gloomy and rainy, it's relaxing, but it's also like, it makes me kind of sleepy and tired and low energy. I also couldn't go on my walk today because of how rainy it was. I didn't feel like putting on the rain boots and raincoat to head out. So then I feel just a little not great. Not going on the walk, yeah, it ruins my day. I'm being dragged to a flight tour of the city. Oh, have fun. That sounds really fun. I hope you have a good time. Feel like you've been doing so many fun things lately, or at least eating. You've been eating well and doing fun things. I'm jealous. I feel like I've just been at home, kind of just doing nothing. I mean, I guess I'm going outside, but I haven't done anything exciting. I do want to get some nice food this weekend. I went to a sushi. I was thinking of sushi this weekend. I went to a sushi place last weekend. I wanted to take some pictures and share with you guys in the Discord, but it really wasn't like that impressive looking, unfortunately. And I was like, oh my gosh, I spent like as I was looking at the picture, I was like, I spent like $50 on this, and it was nothing really that special. And so I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna even take the picture. I have to make up for the 6 months I was in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, of course. Enjoy your life now that you are in civilization. Enjoy it. Go out and do all the things. I've been trying to make myself go out and do more things since the weather is nice, because when the weather gets cold, I go, oh, I wish it wasn't cold so I can go out and do things. But then I'm not doing the things even when it's warm. So I feel like I'm just making excuses for myself. So I should just go. I need to just get out there. I'm just kind of lazy. Or like I'm kind of busy. Hello, Chris. Hi. I just need to put it on my schedule. If I put it on my schedule in my calendar, then I think I would make time to do something. But if it's not on there, I'm never gonna like tell myself to do it. I want to say things are winding down for me to be able to focus on like having fun. But I feel like I can't. It just keeps getting busier and busier. Hello, B. Hi. That reminds me, speaking of like busyness at work, I like we were submitting an abstract a few months ago, and it got accepted today for a conference. It's not a personal one, but a work related one. So it was very exciting to see that. Now I have that conference booked in my fall schedule. I have to go do that. Bye. Sometimes imagining doing the fun thing is more fun than the fun thing. Yeah. I agree. Sometimes I like in my brain I'm going, oh, I want to go to the museums, and I want to go and also then take a walk in the parks nearby, and then go eat at a nice restaurant. And then I think, the thought of also doing those things, I'm like, my goodness, I'm exhausting myself so much. I don't, but then it sounds fun, but I don't know if I would actually want to do all those things. Thank you, B. Yeah. I'm glad that it was accepted. We weren't sure. At work we weren't sure if the abstract was going to get accepted for a poster, so we were like, hopefully this works out. And it did. And now I have to go because I was the first author. So exciting, so exciting. I've never been to the city that the conference is held in, so that'll be fun. I don't think I'm gonna be there that long though. I think this conference is we're trying to cut back on costs, and we're trying to not have people stay longer in the cities than they need to, which sucks, but I get it. Funding is tight. I think I mentioned that like every stream, but funding is tight. I have to make sure the local bacterium isn't exhibiting pathogenic behavior. I'm good. You guys all can see that I'm being a very normal bacteria. Speaking of cutting costs, did you see that Sigma's chocolate giveaway now requires buy-in? I did see this. I remember I saw this last night as I was scrolling, and I saw the ad, and I was like, oh, they're doing the chocolate giveaway again. Let me enter that. And then I saw you have to buy in like a whole order's worth, and I'm like, this is outrageous. What happened to my good old chocolate giveaways? There's no way that this there needed to be cut corners on funding for the chocolate giveaway. It blows my mind. How could they? I never even got any of them. It is a recession indicator. Recession indicator. Sigma Aldrich will require buy-ins for a giveaway. Too many to buy chocolate, increasing the cost. Oh my goodness. I think it's Dubai chocolate is the strangest phenomenon ever. I don't understand why it's everywhere. And also, why is every dessert now a Dubai chocolate? I saw people near me. I guess there's a crumble store as near me as there is everywhere, because there's one on every corner nowadays in every major city. There was riots happening, not real riots, but angry people because the Dubai chocolate cookie crumble brownie was not having enough Dubai chocolate filling. It's what's going on? Why do we all want Dubai chocolate so much? I'm confused. What's with the chocolate stuff? Are you confused about the Sigma Aldrich chocolate, or are you confused about the Dubai chocolate? Two different kinds of chocolate, but chocolate nonetheless. Sigma Aldrich is it's a company known for I say they're known for they're not known for their chocolate, but they're just known for biotechnology, chemical, life sciences supplies. Yeah, so Sigma Aldrich, they sell stuff for your lab purposes, lab supplies, lab chemicals, etc. And they usually have a giveaway where they give out chocolate that's in one of their containers that looks like it's for chemical reagents. And it used to be you just enter it on social media by I don't know, writing a little post or retweeting or whatever. And now you have to buy in I think it's $250 worth of supplies you have to buy to be considered entered into the giveaway. Sigma isn't memes. Sigma isn't a meme. It's also just part of the Greek alphabet. Sigma is the Greek alphabet. Yeah, it's a Greek letter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's also there's I think it's part of constellations as well. There's a star constellation, Sigma, but I'm guessing that came from the Greek letter. I definitely don't get chocolate enough. I have never heard of Dubai chocolate. Yeah, but it's like beyond just chocolate now. I go to like a crepe store and they have like Dubai chocolate crepes. I go to a cake store, there's Dubai chocolate cakes. I go to like any kind of pastry bakery with sweets, there's Dubai chocolate versions. And I think it's a good flavor. Don't get me wrong. Like, who doesn't like chocolate and pistachios and phyllo dough? But man, is it like, I think it's insane how it's all over the place. And people will riot for it. They will fight for their Dubai chocolate sweets. Their sweet treats. I thought it was something the new generation came up with. Oh, no. No. You know, it's funny. I think there's a lot of, like, new generation brain rot that is exclusive to Gen Alpha. But I feel like it's some of it doesn't even feel that like new. It just feels like a repeat of what was like said before. Like gat when people say for like but that's just like how people said like goddamn in response to a but. Time is a flat circle. Time is a flat circle. Everything just repeats. That's where the meme came from. Defunct science on wolf behavior named wolves as alpha and betas, which are all Greek letters. Alpha the first, beta the second, omega the second last. Sigma is another Greek letter, and modern groups started making their own definition for how that works in the pack. Oh, I didn't know that's the origin of gat. It's just like someone saying, "God damn," like that. In response to a but then it turned into like, it's now the word for like a nice butt. It's interesting how things devolve like that. What I've also learned is a lot of like Zoomer / alpha like slang, I guess. I don't know if maybe it's more Zoomer. It's like devolved from, it's like kind of just straight up taken from like African American vernacular, like Ave. It's language is languaging. Language is constantly changing. It is. I was like looking at the Cambridge Dictionary. They recently did an update on the Cambridge Dictionary with the newest editions of the words, and I know people were like dooming over, oh my gosh, how could these words make it into the dictionary? Like, this is proof that the world of society is going like crazy. And I don't think it's that extreme. The proof evolution can go backwards? No, evolution doesn't go backwards. We're going forward even if things seem bad sometimes, New patch notes for the dictionary came out. Yeah, the new patch notes. I'm trying to find the article I was looking at to see what some of the funny new words were. People find ways to shorten words. Yeah, it's just like another shortening of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Cambridge Dictionary added skibbity. That's an interesting one. I think the way they defined it is pretty fascinating. Okay, let's read the Cambridge definition of skibbity. Skibbity, an adjective. A word that can have different meanings such as cool or bad, or can be used with no real meaning as a joke. Example, what the skibbity are you doing? What was the most skibbity part? That wasn't very skibbity riz of you. I think it's kind of a silly definition. The other words they added were trad wife, which is a contraction of traditional wife, referring to a married mother who cooks, cleans, and posts on social media. I don't, like, that one's I get it. I guess that makes sense that it needs a definition, I guess. Oh, Delulu. Delulu is also like a new one. Delulu, a shortening of the word delusional that means believing things that are not real or true, usually because you choose to. Delulu. You know, I, for one, appreciate the Cambridge Dictionary updates. This is just how it is. We must adapt to the new language. Now I can use the word skibbity. Now I can use the word skibbity in my academic papers. This skibbity experiment. See, I watch RT's English major analysis of the skibbity toilet and hate that it was actually phenomenal, but I hate the use of the word in vernacular. Yeah, I think it's funny that it's gone kind of beyond the skibbity toilet phenomenon. Like, I think the word skibbity is just like not even, no one, like, people aren't even thinking about the animation that that skibbity toilet animation. They're just saying skibbity. They're just saying what the skibbity. I think the words are kind of fun to say. I'm not going to judge the young people for saying these things. I think they're kind of fun to say. I was just joking earlier today, saying like, I think saying labubu is funny. When people just add the word labubu in anything, it's just so silly. Labubu Dubai chocolate. I find it interesting when a slang word gets adopted by a more mainstream group and it loses the original context, like a lot of sexual related words being adopted by kids not knowing the meaning. Oh, that is also a funny point. Not that, like, okay, this was something I learned even just not too long ago. There's words like, I mean, goon, that's still sexual in nature. I mean, but people really use it to mean like if there's like an anime girl in the game with like big chest, they'll call it a gooner game, or you're gooning. But then I learned that it's an actual like term for a real sexual like act, but it's just now adopted to mean like anything with like anime girls in it. It's fascinating. It's fascinating how languages change like that. I'll stick to my old English, thank you very much. No, if you want to stick with the old English, that's okay too. You don't have to adopt the new speak. You don't have to adopt it. I think it's kind of fascinating. So I always try to like keep up and understand what people are saying. Not the same, but very funny is kids learning how to English and accidentally swearing as like first graders. Yeah. It's essentially still meaning thing that would cause someone to goon. Yeah. It's I think the action, I won't get too much into it, but I think what it is a little different though. I think it's supposed to be a pretty specific act. I won't get into it because it's riding into not safe for children territory. That reminds me, speaking of not safe for children, I was learning, and this also goes along with the young kids. I was looking at Roblox. There's like the whole like lawsuit going on there, and then I was like, why are they being sued by the Louisiana state attorney? And yeah, I went down a rabbit hole the other day just learning all about the dangers of Roblox. That is crazy. It's so insane that how unsafe of a platform it is. It's just doing it too much. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yes, the Roblox lawsuit. I feel bad. I feel like the children don't have any great platforms anymore to like play games and be children and be dumb kids. I'm ignorant of this. You know, that's okay to be ignorant of it too. I might be like too online when I'm not doing work. Roblox is open world, all the good and bad of it. Yeah, there's like, I think it's like maybe there's just a little too much for a platform for kids. Like maybe like a kids platform, maybe it shouldn't have things like user generated content and VCs like and all that. I know there's supposed to be age verification involved, but it doesn't sound like that does much. I just enjoy learning and building machines in peace. Good, good. You know, you can do that too. Absolutely in your power to like just focus on having a fun time there. The company seems reluctant to actually take any action that could hurt their user counts and profits. That's what I learned too, is Roblox is like doing a very poor job trying to manage the situation. I don't think they really know what to do, because anything they do could potentially hurt their profits. But I think they should just, I don't know. Is it controversial to say they should probably just be taken down? Thou shalt use this classic English. The previous news story I heard was Roblox crushed the concurrent player record because parents and kids played a gardening game together and defeated major PvP games for concurrent players. So it's good too. Oh, interesting. I was just like, I was talking with someone that said that they grew up with Roblox, and this is like, Roblox is very, very, very past my generation. Like, I didn't grow up with this. I was closer to like Club Penguin and other similar platforms, Neopets, etc. And I don't remember those platforms being as problematic for children's safety as Roblox is. I feel like I'm sure it existed. I'm sure it existed. I'm just thinking like I never felt like I was ever in danger. And I also don't remember running into too much danger. My theory is that it was originally for kids, but now that the kids who grew up with it are adults, now the company wants to keep them engaged. I think that's a big part of it too. I think because the kids are growing up with it and they're not really coming like, they want to keep playing the platform because it's still fun for them, and also it kind of ends up being like a trending thing. Like when Dress to Impress was released and everyone was playing it, like even like adults, that you can I think one problem is you can kind of play Roblox at any age and you won't feel like a sore thumb. I mean, it's good in a way, but also I guess leads to its own set of problems. Because now you have like, you can be an adult in the middle with a bunch of children. It's like, oh, well, you know, that's okay, that's normal. I feel like if you were like a grown adult in Club Penguin, people would go like, what are you doing here? My cousins played Roblox and they're essentially the same age as me, but I didn't because of parental restriction on the internet. That's, you know, that's... I know a lot of current parents who are very, very restrictive on what their kids are allowed to do. And you know what? I think it's probably for the best. It sounds... Maybe the internet's a little too much for a child right now. If an engineering design comfort safety but reduces cost, do not pursue it. That's what we're taught. Creating a password for Club Penguin was an impossible puzzle for me. I remember it was really difficult. Oh, thank you for checking in, Gren, and thank you for checking in, B, and hello, Gren. Hello, hi, hope you're doing well. I wasn't restricted in what I can look at. I just didn't have access to the internet. Oh, yeah. There's I mean, that's what I'm talking about with the parents I know. They don't let their children just go on the internet at all. They don't have a phone that like has access to internet. There's like, they can only text their parent and select contacts, and that's about it. And you know, I still think like that's probably better for them until they're like older, until their brains develop just a little bit more. I think she is quite unpopular though, unfortunately, with her kids. But it's I mean, the kids would never understand why that your mom is doing that. I think that's how it should be, at least until like the end of middle school. Yeah, I really don't think like 10-year-olds should have much access to the internet unless it's going to be very like supervised. It's just there's just a lot of danger. There's just a lot of danger out there. I wasn't really restricted in what I could look at, but I knew what I was supposed to and not supposed to look at. That's good. It just feels like it's hard to find children safe platforms. Kids should only have flip phones. True. I find it hilarious that my state is suing Roblox. Oh yeah, Gran, we were just talking about that. We were just talking about how the Louisiana lawsuit for Roblox. We were just talking about the child safety issues regarding it. And how it feels different than like platforms that I grew up with. Many adults shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Oh, hello, L. Yeah, there's arguments for that too. Though I don't. The internet's a big, wide place, and sometimes you do see people and go, "My goodness, how are you navigating? How did we come to this?" There's also less access to chatting functions. Like, I didn't know how to interact with other humans, just watch dumb videos. That's also a big part. There wasn't really there was things like AIM. Oh, I'm really dating myself when I say these things. There's like things like AIM and MSN Messenger. But I was also like really like I wouldn't give that information out to like anybody. Like I didn't want to talk to strangers. That seemed dangerous. But now I feel like, I don't know, you can talk to people quite easily. There's like chat functions and everything. I played also like old games, like old MMOs like MapleStory, and there's chatting there. That was like the closest thing to like a chat box, like chat room simulator kind of game that I played. But it was like impossible to do anything like dangerous because the chat filter was too powerful and you couldn't even have normal conversations. I played Roblox when I was 11, but I haven't played it in years. My internet stuff was mostly just watching YouTube. I didn't get into social media until I was like 14 and I got a PC. Oh, when did I even consider social media? I guess I got into social media like when I was 13-ish. That's when I got into like the closest thing to modern social media, which is Tumblr. So Tumblr was like my first experience into like, whoa, like we're all in a hub and talking and sharing things and content together. Imagine a dystopian world where you needed a competency assessment in order to use the internet. No dumb people allowed. You know, that would be a crazy world because I'm sure it would not be used it would not be used in the right hands, unfortunately, those kind of assessments. Oh, well, hello, Taku. Hello, my day is going good. It's just a rainy day, kind of quiet, just hanging out and chilling. I said I'm working, but I'm not really doing too much work right now. I'm just like yapping. Oh, thank you for the head pat, Gren. 4chan definitely existed when I was first on the internet. I just didn't know about it, didn't care to do it. I remember going on 4chan as a kid, way younger than I should have been. And I didn't really understand it, and so I didn't do anything. I think I went on it a few times and I didn't really understand the format, and so my child brain was like, whatever, I don't care. I think 4chan of the past is also very it still exists, right? I think it's pretty different than how it was now. My social media was Discord stuff. Oh, Discord. Discord wasn't even a thing for a while until in my early social media days. You would have to what we would do is you'd make friends on games, and then you go let's add each other on Skype, and that was the Discord back then. I didn't really like that though. I didn't really like talking to strangers. which is good. Except sometimes I did do dangerous things. I feel like I was close to some danger situations sometimes. It was like I don't do what I did, children. Children listening, I gave my address to somebody because I thought I could trust them. That was a bad thing. That was a bad thing to do. I gave my address to a person I met on MapleStory, and they were they were I was like 13 at the time, and they sent me something. They sent me a plushie. It was luckily nothing happened. Nothing happened because of it. From it. But when I think about it now, I go, what was that person thinking? Talking to a 13-year-old and asking for their address and sending something. They didn't do. They were like 29 or something, and I can't imagine like doing that. I've never been on 4chan, but I heard it's toxic. Yeah, it's very toxic. I mean, it's just kind of like, I think people, it's anonymous posting board. So I think people kind of uncover a part of themselves and like release some toxicity that they normally wouldn't do if there was a name associated with them. I went climbing today again. I just won't be able to get out of bed tomorrow. Oh, climbing, that's fun. What's a 4chan? What's a Twitter? You know, it sounds like you're very disconnected from social media. That's okay. You can stay far away from social media. I'm too scared to even talk to people on the internet sometimes. Talking to people on the internet, I think it's fun. It's fun to talk to the random people sometimes. You gotta keep a safe distance. Don't do what I did and give out addresses. Sounds like the beginning of something very bad. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Also joining IRC chats back in the day. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think it was fun to go on like forums. I'm dating myself again. I really liked forums back in the day. Things like just joining random like forums about like anime and role playing and games. It was just fun to like hang out and write paragraphs, and you come back from school and read what paragraphs of what other people wrote, and then you reply to them. It felt more satisfying than instant messaging discussions. I remember correctly? Oh no, it's not I remember correctly. Internet relay chat. It was like texting, like one on. You can like do text conversations, not just one-on-one, but also in like groups. It's like web, like chat rooms. People are scary. Speaking as someone who calls students from my college who I've never met for a living. People are scary, but I think most people are just they're not that scary or rude or mean. Some people are maybe a little mean and rude, but I think most people are kind enough. I like talking to people. Like from the tube telly times. Oh no, Otaku, you're making me sound like I'm about to like wither away into the dust. I'm the old 2 million-year-old bacteria girl. You're making me. I'm really feeling that my 2 million-year-old age. I am sheltered, I guess, digitally. Oh, there's no problem being digitally sheltered. I think it's sometimes refreshing to talk to someone who is not chronically online or has not been chronically online for most of their life. Maybe it's like a me problem. I feel like I've been online in many different ways for a little too long in my lifetime. I've seen like all sorts of the internet. I really hope you're not significantly older than me. I see you within 5, 10 at most above me. I'm probably not that significantly older than you. Don't worry. I am not that. I am like over exaggerating. But I know on the internet, if you are above a certain age, you get told you're a hag, grandma, etc., etc. Not chronically online, you mean sane? Yeah, yeah. It's a sane person versus me, an insane person who's been online too long. Too long. I've been online too long myself. Wouldn't be too bad, just is the vibes I get. Oh, yeah. You're probably, their vibes are probably right. I've been called Unk, it didn't damage. Oh, don't worry. I've been called Hag. I've been called Hag, and each time you get called it, the emotional and physical and mental damage it does lessens. You just get used to it. It is a little annoying at first, like, when people quite young, they think their life is over because they reach like 20, 25 or something. It's like, oh child, you're going to be all right. You're gonna be fine. I turned 2 decades old in a week and 2 days myself. Oh, that's so exciting. We'll have to say happy birthday to you when it is your birthday. You're not old also. Maybe from your 12-year-old sister's perspective it feels old, but you're not old. I don't think people who aren't chronically online are saying. I honestly believe the opposite might be true too. True now? I feel like I don't even meet people who aren't chronically online, so it's hard for me to gauge. I feel like everyone's chronically online now, in one way or another. Maybe the definitions can be a little different. I like saying in real life stuff though. Even reality has its own horrors. I mean, that's fair too. I feel like it's just hard. I find it hard to disconnect. Everything I do is just online now, so disconnecting from online is just really difficult. I think especially when you do, like, when I'm making, like, my water. I almost knocked my water over. But when I make, like, YouTube videos and stuff, I like to try to figure out what other people are doing, and so then I end up being even more online. I can't disconnect. I'm a microbe stuck in the internet tubes. But yeah, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with being real life, chronically IRL, touching grass chronically. Or maybe not even touching grass. There's some people that just... Well, I don't know. If you're not touching grass and you're not chronically online, what are you doing then? I guess just hanging out in your room doing, like, other hobbies? I guess that's also good. Yeah, and interacting online is way cheaper than doing things IRL. It is so... Is that not true? I feel like it's one of the reasons why everyone's, like, just hanging out online. It's so easy to make friends and do things online. If you try to make friends like in real life, usually that means you're probably going somewhere that might require some kind of cost associated with it. If you're lucky, you can maybe find something for free, but I feel like a lot of times there's not really, like, third places for people to hang out for free and meet people. Growing grass? Yeah, sure, they can be growing grass. I feel so disappointed when an older person says they don't try because they can't yet. It makes me sad because it makes the disconnect bigger. Yeah. It does. It is, in fact, a problem. Someone who touches grass. Nice. Hey, I mean, I like touching grass. Sometimes. Sometimes. It's nice to... If I stay inside for too long, I do get pretty depressed and sad. And also, it just ends up being a bit boring. I don't have anything to talk about if I don't go outside and do something. Even if the event is free, still need usually a way for travel in some way. Yeah, like, especially if we're speaking in about America, transit is not, like, it's very accessible. Like, usually it's not an event you're walking to. Or even, it's usually, like, you have to drive, maybe. Or you have to take, public transit of some kind. And it's... Yeah, you're right. There's always some kind of cost associated to these things. I just want the weather outside to be nice so I can chill out there. It's too hot. It's still pretty cool here, though it's raining a whole lot. It's been raining all day. I wonder if it's because of the tropical storm. There's a big Hurricane Erin that's on the Atlantic Ocean, and I think it's making a lot of storms here. I don't think I'll be in any harm. I think it's just there's flood advisories being issued, but I think I should be good. It's just going to be a lot of rain and gloom, and I'll be a little depressed little microbe for a few days because I'm stuck in my petri dish instead of taking a walk. I guess I should go to bed. Have a good rest of your days, chat and Nico as well, I guess. Oh, have a good sleep, Otaku. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good sleep. Can't find anything fun to do outside. I feel like you just have to look, but it might depend on where you live too. If you live somewhere like that might be smaller, I feel like you might have to like really use your eyes and look around on like social media and events, like for events and stuff. I think I just like living in a big city, I can just kind of walk around and I find like a million things to do. I just build stuff in peace at home, though on occasions I like exploring. I want to explore places that bring me curiosity, like shipwrecks. Shipwrecks, well, that's really fun. Well, I'm glad that you have a very nice hobby, and you seem very sane, you know? Keep doing what you're doing. When will you stop getting weather from the wrong latitude? That's what I'm saying, B. It feels like we're being hit by so many different things. I'm telling you, it's not a great sign. There's a lot of things going wrong with the environment currently, but you know. I get stressed when around too many people. Oh, yeah, understandable. As an introvert, I get a bit stressed when there's too many people. But then I like seeing a lot of people in a way. It's kind of weird. I think I get stressed when there's so many people and I have to kind of interact with them. I have to like go talk to a bunch of people and like interact with them. But if I'm just kind of like an observer of a lot of people, it's something's kind of calming about that. Like, oh, this place is lively and like things are going on. It kind of calms me in a way. My GF does that too. Crowds cause that many. Yeah, crowds do cause that. Like, crowds can be like very overwhelming for a lot. I know sometimes I've gone shopping with people and they go like, "We need to like leave. There's too many people." Climate change. Oh, are you not familiar with the climate change? There's a PowerPoint presentation in your future. There will be if we can talk. We can do a whole Science Friday stream on climate change. If there's climate change, like not like people that don't understand it, or deniers. If there's deniers in this chat too, we can educate. We educate and like we can educate the people instead of. I don't like shaming. No shaming for not knowing, but I am happy to educate. Yeah, education's a big part of this community. It would be fun to say the sun is about to collision with us. The sun is about to collide with us right now. Collide. It's colliding with us soon. I feel like you're young. I don't know why. Yeah, I also like I feel like at this point in my internet life, I can kind of tell the age of people. I get that vibe either. I get the vibe of how old somebody is when I see them talk for a bit. And I go, I think I know how old you are. Sometimes I'm really, really off. I won't tell you guys. You guys just know that in my brain, I have a mental bucket of how old you are. I'm not gonna go into details of how old people are, so you can think about that yourself. No, I know about climate change. I experience it. I experience it when things get too hot and too cold, but I don't know the details. Oh, I think that's fair. I feel like a lot of people don't actually know they don't know the full details of climate change, and kind of is confusing. The name itself doesn't like capture what it really is. We can definitely do we can go over it briefly. I mean I feel like everyone would be happy to talk about climate change. it's kind of complicated though. I'm not the best at explaining all the details unless I prepared a presentation myself. Oh, thank you for checking in, Carlotus. Very hot sun causes climate change. Yes, very hot sun. No shame in not knowing things. That's like the point of chance spreading science to people who aren't exposed to it as much. Yep, exactly, B. I want to go outside and see people, but I'm also scared, so I just end up crying in my room. Oh no, don't cry in your room, Elle. It's okay. It's okay. You can work your way up toward that. I believe in you. Just, work at it little by little. Oh, thank you for... Yeah, thank you for checking in, Carlotus. Technically, Earth climate is always changing. We can see this in the geologic record. Also, fun fact, we're technically still in an ice age. Oh, I didn't know that. So many 19-year-olds. Climate change is complicated. Okay, Grandpa. Oh no, no, not the Gramps and Grams. Anyway, climate change is kind of complicated. It's hard. I don't want to oversimplify it because it's because there's a lot of nuances to it. We can maybe we'll have a proper discussion of this on the Discord. That way it's easier to get into all the details. I feel like it's generally not a good idea to share your age if you're young online. You really shouldn't. I try to, people should avoid sharing ages, but it's kind of hard not to. It's so normalized. Not that normalization does not equal good, but it has become very normalized. I'm a little past 2 centuries. Okay, 2 centuries. That's a good age. 2 centuries is a good age. I'm like 2 million. I'm a little lost on what's happening here. Oh, don't worry, Carlotus. There's just a lot of, yapping. How long is a century? It's 100 years. It started with Roblox and degenerated from there. Yeah, that's kind of... I feel like that's kind of my train of thoughts. My train of thought is I'll think of one thing and then the threads keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. As a cybersecurity major, I'm getting bothered by everyone saying their ages. Okay, no more saying your ages, guys. Everyone stop saying your ages. No more age sharing. No more age sharing. I don't need to know how old you are. I mentally can feel your age, and you don't need to divulge with me. We have a psychic connection here. You don't need to type it in chat anymore. Ice ages are characterized by permanent ice caps, which Earth currently has. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, so isn't it bad if we leave our ice age because the ice caps they're kind of important? So what happens after the ice age? I'm 42. No more. Too many centuries? Okay, you are very, very, very old. Very, very, very old. It's okay. I am very, very, very old. That is better. Yeah, that's better. We just give vague descriptions of our ages. All right, I gotta go. Thanks for the chat, Nico. Oh, bye, B. I'm glad you were able to stick around. Thank you for hanging out. It's bad, but also the Earth has not been in ice ages many times before, such as 40 million years ago and during most of the Mesozoic, and have been fine, albeit with some extinctions during the transition. Ah, interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. You don't sound that old. No, I'm 2 million years old, Weetabix. You don't understand. I've been here for ages. I'll prepare the climate change PowerPoint for later. Oh, you know, I would appreciate that. I think it would be cool to see that. I'm not an expert. I can only give you my rudimentary knowledge, but I don't feel comfortable sharing rudimentary knowledge on the stream. I'd rather do that kind of discussion in Discord. Isn't there just dumb cavemen hitting each other with rocks after Ice Age? I don't think we're gonna go back to being dumb cavemen hitting each other with rocks after our current Ice Age. You know, I think I saw the beginning of the universe. You saw the beginning of the universe? That's crazy. I wish I was there. I didn't see that. Basically, the climate shifts throughout geologic time. Cavemen weren't dumb either. They were as smart as us. Were they really? I wouldn't be surprised. They seem... They probably did know how... They probably did know quite a bit to survive. They just weren't as advanced technologically. Yeah, I think it's easy to confuse technological... Or I should say, not confuse. Conflate our, like, intelligence with the technological advancements we have of, like, current year. Like, we might be surrounded by so much advanced technology. But doesn't mean we're, like, super geniuses, like all of us. I'm surely not I'm not a super genius. I want to be a dumb caveman. You know, you can live your life. You can live your life and be that dumb caveman. They were probably the most intelligent species besides aliens. Oh yeah, gotta consider the aliens. The aliens probably did, like, smoke them in intelligence. They won't tell you that in the history books, though. Also getting dumber as we get more and more CO2 in the air we breathe. Yeah. And also microplastics. You know, that's an advantage that cavemen had. They didn't have the microplastics in the brain like we do. We've got microplastics all over us now, all inside us. They kind of have an advantage now. Maybe it would be nice to go back and be a caveman. It was darkness, then I saw a huge dark ball, like a black star, and its edges were like fire, which broke away and swirled into stars, I think. I didn't understand what I was looking at. You know, it sounds beautiful seeing the beginning of the universe. Evolution, we will become CO2 and microplastic breathers. Yeah, we're gonna just breathe. Maybe we become plastic, like 99% microplastic. You were lucky to get past 1 week as a caveman. You know, maybe I'd survive 2 weeks. You don't know that. Maybe I could even do 3 weeks. Suffering. Oh god, I just remember the study saying men have microplastics in our testicles. We have microplastics all inside us. Like, I think it's just more, I think, of a matter at this point of we don't really understand the consequences of microplastics inside because there's no control. There's nothing to compare it to. Everything's contaminated. Our lab experiment is just full of contaminated samples. I think they even show that babies are born, like, or not born, they're inside their mother, and they're already full of microplastics because of, you know, how the exchange of fluids with the mom. It's very sad. We're all plastic. We're all plastic. We will all be that plastic, man. Maybe we'll all be like figurines. It'll be interesting to see what actually the effects of microplastic contamination is. I heard that it was found, like, it's kind of, it's not just in the context of humans, it's just found everywhere. They found microplastics in, like, the Marina Trench. Nowhere on this earth is safe. We're gonna go contaminate a new world, I think. Hopefully someday someone figures it out. I was confused, but it was beautiful. It sounds very beautiful, what you saw. I think there was a case where they looked at someone's brain and they had the equivalent amount of microplastics to a plastic spoon in their brain. Oh my god. A whole plastic spoon in my brain. It's so hard. I always... Ever since, like, I read all these studies on microplastics, I try to limit, like, plastic usage, but it's so difficult. It's so hard to get away from plastic. It's just everywhere. Return to space. We have to return to space and then can put microplastics in space, I think. There's probably microplastics kilometers deep and under the Sahara. I think you can go... I'm gonna fact check this. Yeah, there's microplastics very, like, they're basically everywhere. Deep under the ground, too. They're in Everest Peak. They're in Mount Everest Peak as well. We really can't get there's nowhere on this world to run away from it. Fun fact, the Sahara Desert 40 million years ago was filled with water and mangroves, and prehistoric whales were even found there, and it was lush. And wow. And then what happened? What caused why a desert now? I've seen an interesting thing saying women tend to have lower levels of some of the forever chemicals. Oh, I did see some studies on that. PFAS. Like forever chemicals like PFAS and stuff. I wonder why. I haven't looked deep enough to, like, understand the reason why that could be. Let's get away from Earth and suffocate in the endless vacuum of space. Yeah, yippee! The space trip, space exploration. I'm drinking water right now, and it's from, like, a plastic cup. I'm getting plastic... microplastics all inside me now. Is there even a way to solve this problem? I think if I knew, or if any of us knew, like, it would be easier said than done. I think there are some smart people working at it. I think for us, though, for your day-to-day, like, you can reduce your, like, consumption of plastic and try to reduce your exposure to plastics to reduce it, but you really can't do anything to get really rid of microplastics in you. There's, like, I saw there were some studies saying that you can donate blood and plasma, and that gets rid of some of the forever chemicals and plastics inside of you. But I don't think that the evidence was that strong. I also don't think you'd be able to do it enough to actually get rid of all the plastic inside you. The human desert due to continental drift and orbital changes of the Earth. Oh, makes sense. Sounds just as bad as climate change. Yeah, I mean they're kind of taught hand in hand. A lot of our problems, plastic production has contributed a lot to why we have climate change to begin with. We don't know. Maybe in another universe, there's a planet made of microplastics. Maybe there's whole microplastic people in the microplastic world. As far as I know, mostly because of things like milk and period stuff. Oh, fascinating. Maybe I should look into that more. No mass. No, none of no. We want the people to live. It's important for the people to live. We don't want all the people to be gone. The Sahara apparently experiences cycles where it's wetter than others. The last humid cycle was 5,000 years ago and may have gotten worse due to humans overgrazing and deforestation. That's also a problem. Genetically modify everything to survive microplastics and climate change. I think we're not very close to that kind of science yet. I think the big problem with microplastics, again, is we don't really understand the full extent of the consequences. We just don't really know what it's going to do, and it might not be for like, I don't know, like generations past, like me and you. We we might not see any actual consequences. Doesn't kill me, so I don't care. Hey, you know, I don't want people to be dead or sick. I want this science. We love science because it helps people live and helps, advance society and technology. Genetically modify ourselves to survive microplastics and also have real life Uma Musume. I like your thinking, Chris. I like your thinking. We have to. Important part is there's a real life Uma Musume in the tail end of this. Oh no, you're not stupid. You're not stupid at all. You don't need to worry. You're not stupid. It has been surprising with some of the microphotography I've dabbled with. Looking at some of the lint from my hairbrush has a ton of what I think count as microplastics. Oh yeah. Looking at lint from like a dryer, I've seen like photographs of dryer lint, and it's full of microplastics because of the fact that our clothing is just like 90% plastic now, which is that's another major contributor, is how our clothing is just plastic, and we wash it and then the plastics kind of just shed off, and now there's plastics everywhere. I think it'd be easier to reach the former than the latter. No, we need the real life Uma Musume. Get rid of the clothes. I mean, I wish it was easier to get rid of the plastic clothing. It's so hard to find 100% natural fiber clothing that isn't so expensive. Every time you look at a tag, it's like 90% synthetic with 10% cotton. You can't run away from polyester and nylons and acrylics. Well, it's red fibers that were in my hair, I guess. I don't really have any red clothes, so I don't know where the fibers came from. Oh, fascinating. Red fibers? I wonder where that could have come from. Especially if you don't have red clothes. We should go back to clothes made from leaf. I don't think that's that bad of an idea. Return to leaf clothing. Return to just leaves covering our its and bits. The cost of cheapness. Yeah, it's a lot of cutting corners. That's basically why we are where we are now. Which sucks. I love the feeling of natural fiber clothing. There's something it's so feels nice, especially after you've been wearing so much plasticky clothing. You can tell. You can tell right away. But I mean, I can't afford $60 for t-shirts, cotton t-shirts that are sustainably sourced. Why buy expensive garments when you got leaf? Yeah, I'm just gonna put leaf on. People also like the form-fitting fabric, and I think those are all plastic, right? Yeah, I think those are all... I don't know if you can make that from, like, anything natural. Like, it's like spandex and lycra, nylons. Especially, like, activewear. Like, almost like, if you see gym clothing, that's, like... I'm pretty sure that has to be, like, almost, like, 100% plastic. But I also, it's a hard problem because then, like, the thought of, like, oh, I don't want to wear cotton stuff to the gym. I'm contributing to the issue. It's such a hard problem to deal with on, like, an individual consumer level. I'm sure if there was, like, nice gym clothing that wasn't nylons and spandexes, it wouldn't be that bad. But you just don't see it because it's expensive. I'm curious. Natural fiber gym clothing. I guess there is that. I guess there are companies that are doing this, which is good. Natural fiber leather. Cotton versus wool versus bamboo. Oh, bamboo clothing sounds pretty nice. I don't go to the gym anyway. The gym is nice. I don't like going there that often, but I know I feel the best when I'm going to the gym regularly. It sucks. We're just like little human meat bags. We're so simple. You eat well, you go to the gym, and you get a little bit of sunlight, and suddenly I feel like a lot of my problems go away. We're simple creatures, simple creatures. I think most of the gym clothes are made from materials that are worse for handling odors. Yeah, they smell. Sounds like Minecraft armor or something with bamboo. Yeah, I think if you... I've never wore bamboo clothing, but I'm familiar with like bamboo bed sheets, and they're really comfortable and they are breathable, so I can see why they're doing gym clothing made out of that. I go to the gym 5 days a week with my dad. That's really good. Good for you, Gren. That's very good. Keeping active is important. If there's any hope, I heard that people are investing in developing biodegradable plastics. Yeah, there is a lot of money and time and research being spent on biodegradable plastics. I don't know how that research looks now, but... Oh, the autoclave. Ah, thank you, Gren, for the autoclave. I guess we see biodegradable plastic. I see them, like, you see them in small quantities, like, for pack, like, cutlery. Like, I get biodegradable, like, spoons and forks and straws from restaurants. Poof, what was that? That's an autoclave for Deem. If you don't know what an autoclave is, it's where it's a science machine. It's a machine where, you know, you have a lot of steam to basically sterilize and kill bacteria, aka me. But I don't die. You guys can't kill me. No matter how many times you use the autoclave redeem, I won't die. No. You don't need to do it again. You don't need to do it again. You're gonna 100 times in a row? No. What's the point of doing it? That's just for fun. It's just a silly gag. A silly little gag that we have in the community. It's like a bonk. It's basically like a bonk. Haha, it's out of stock. Ha. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. It hurts so much. They do it to me all the time. I don't know why they do it, and they hurt me all the time. Someday I will get the points. I believe in you. You will get the points. You will get the points. You just have to be a dedicated watcher. Okay, I think I have to wrap it up soon because I would like to go get dinner. Yummy dinner. Our next stream is not on Friday. We don't have a science stream this week. We do have a little gaming word gaming thing on Saturday, so we'll do that, which is just chatting basically. What are the stuff you're good at, Nico? I feel like that's an open-ended question. I'm good at many things. You can ask me all about what I'm good at on Discord, but I'm good at science stuff. I'm good at writing. I'm good at reading. I'm good at games. I'm good at art. I can keep going and going. What are you eating? Oh, I'm gonna go eat a cabbage pancake, Japanese cabbage pancake. I have some leftovers with shrimp. What kind of science? The science I was good at was like biological sciences. So I was good at immunology related work, which involved a lot of mice. I took fat from mice and I was really good at that. And then I would do experiments on it to figure out what kind of things were in their fat cells. Okay, I will be back on Saturday. And I'll see you all then. If you have more questions for me, Josim, you can ask me on Discord, in our little Discord community. Hi, Beppo! I'm about to sign off, but hi! Thank you for stopping by. Do you know how to make mushrooms glow more? No, I don't know how to make mushrooms glow more, but that's an excellent question. Are you good with gene editing to speed up real life Uma Musume? No. Okay, also, sorry, there's an ad break that just came. Sorry for the ad break. Anyway, I will be seeing you guys on Saturday. Bye. Oh, and thank you for the follow, L. Sorry, I just saw that. Thank you for the follower goal of 120. Yay! Bye. Ariga, thanks to you too.